Hey everybody, welcome back to Wargaming Lab. This is episode 11. We'll be planning some additional small steps for our invasion of France. And then I think we will commence the attack actually in this video. It depends on how things go though, we'll see. Okay, a lot more divisions attacking Offenburg. We'll send 2nd Mountain down south, just to shore up the lines there. Tippelskirch is a total badass, logistics master. This division only uses 2.94 supplies a day compared to 4.71 division, supply usage for a not upgraded division commander on this standard infantry division. So you can see the difference that a good general makes. Finland has been accepted into the Allies. Ooh, okay, that's really interesting. I've never seen that happen before. I shouldn't have let Finland get that far north. So what's going to happen here probably, I guess we're going to see, this will be really interesting, is what happens with the Soviet Union Winter War attack here. Is that going to mean that the Soviet Union is at war with the United Kingdom? I hope so, because that'll mean that they're going to be at war in the Middle East, which will help us a lot. So this is going to be an interesting playthrough. In any case, if the Soviet Union hasn't crushed Finland at this point, we're going to conquer Finland ourselves after we've conquered Norway and Sweden. That's really interesting. So yeah, definitely a historical playthrough. We just got Armored Car Advance. Let's see what that gives us. Armored car. Oh man, come on. There it is. Okay, so we're now at 8-wheeled 232s, which is about period accurate, I think, for this part in 1940. Okay, so this changes some math, though. So let's assume that 1941 rolls around and Finland is still an Allied member. We're going to need to conduct a naval invasion in this area, Hanko to Turku, while we're advancing up the Swedish-Norwegian panhandle, we'll call it. So I probably should look at getting some naval landing divisions going. Let's see, what would that look like? I'm going to do light vehicle for this one. What am I missing? So we don't want these divisions to be too heavy, otherwise they're going to be difficult to fit in the transport ships. So I think we'll probably do 6th Brigade divisions. And in order to land these, we're also going to need to produce... So there's almost no point in building them until we produce landing ships, which we don't have. We need marine activation, which requires amphibious warfare equipment, so let's get that started. Oh, this is really interesting. Yeah, I can't wait to see how this game turns out. Offenburg is still being heavily attacked. It's the only territory I'm concerned about still. 2nd Mountain should help out quite a bit. Freiburg, yeah, okay. Lorach, doing great. Okay, we actually do need another motorized headquarters, so let's get this moved to the top. Okay, our other 3 mountain divisions are coming out in April, so we might actually be able to start the Scandinavian campaign concurrently, because we'll have a full corps of mountain infantry along with 2 corps of infantry. That's enough to conquer Denmark and lower Sweden. It may not be enough for Norway, we'll see, but we'll get started anyway. I don't mind that going slow, because it'll actually pull Allied divisions north as well. They'll have a... Once Norway joins the Allies, the British and French will land troops in Norway, which will dilute their troops down here. So that's actually a good thing for us. Had a phone call. So Offenburg still getting hit, but they no longer have divisions in reserve, so this should peter out pretty quick. Including the fact that their attackers' general tactic isn't really working. Yeah, it's not. So these divisions here in the multicolor are colonial Algerian Moroccan divisions, and those are actually some of the better divisions the French have, if you can believe it. And those are getting shredded too, so hopefully by the time we attack in May, the French are going to be severely weakened. Alright, we gained Thor. Penguin we didn't assign, let's give that a general. Look at all these U-boat commanders, we're going to be using those shortly. Meyer should be good. Or C, and then Thor. We'll give to Fanger. We'll actually give Penguin a better general than that. Dench. We don't... Actually, I'm realizing we don't have any subs in production. That's bad. Let's get another 4 going, and we'll bump these to the top. Alright, let's get 1st Mountain Corps redeployed to the Danish border. If we have issues holding down here, I'll send 1st Motorized Corps back down south. I don't think we're going to have a problem holding. 1st Division's now very well dug in, and their general is very, very talented. Okay, let's get an army level command up to the Norwegian border. So this will be 1st Mountain Army. I said Norwegian border, Danish border. And we'll give this to Schorner. Let's move that up to Kiel, and we'll assign this to... not Western Command. This will just be temporarily assigned directly to Army High Command for this campaign. I'll send 5th Panzer Grenadier down here as a reserve. They need some combat experience. So check this out. Offenburg. We lost 2,400 men, or casualties. So this could be injured, doesn't necessarily mean deaths. The French lost 28,000. That's 2 divisions worth of men for no gain. And they've now given up on that attack. Okay, SG1 and SG2 are going to be sent up north for the Scandinavian campaign. So let's get them taken out of AG West. And we'll put them up in Kiel. Or can they... I'll put the other one in Greifswald. All right, first Mountain Corps is going to head up to the border. Let's get them assigned. Got some inefficient research here. Let's fix that. So those three. Electronics. All right. KG3 is strategically bombing Strasbourg, and we actually have damaged them. KG1 and KG2. The health and organization on these actually aren't that bad. That's interesting. Okay. LG1 we're going to pull back to recover because they're going to be part of the Scandinavian campaign. And LG2. KG... Nice, so we are actually making an impact on Strasbourg. But I'm going to pull KG1 back. They're taking losses now. Okay, 5th motorized or Panzer Grenadier. I might use those words interchangeably. They're the same thing. At least in the purposes of 1940. Panzer Grenadier more refers to them being mechanized, which they are not right now, but at least it saves us from having to name them again later. We can put them into the front line in 90 hours. Okay, KG3 we're going to pull out. We need to start saving the strength of these units for the main attack on France. Okay, JG3, the air intercept mission didn't continue for some reason. Let's get that back up. Machine gun focus. So they're almost E3 or E4 variants. Okay. I think I'll put him in Lörrach, 5th Panzer Grenadier. Since we only have one division there. We're getting attacked in the Upper Rhine and the Saar again. Okay, we just finished armored fighting vehicles, tracks, and suspension. I believe... What's holding us back from this? Cast armor. We're doing welded, not cast, so why can't I... Gasoline engines. Looks like it's waiting on welded plate armor construction. So we need this to be finished before we can research the next level of medium armor. Mechanical computing. Okay, that opens up quite a few things that we will need later on. Let's turn that off for now. Aviation navigational radar is something that's helpful for detection. Let's move that up. You can see the Danes have about 8 divisions on the border. It's a kind of a thin crust, though. Once we crack that, their army is going to be defeated. Our divisions, you know, 1 for 1 are much more powerful. So as soon as these 3 mountain divisions are deployed in late April, we'll attack Denmark. Okay, 5th Panzer Grenadiers in line. Yeah, and they're making a difference, especially against these tank divisions. So if we mouse over both divisions in terms of the tutorial aspect of these videos, we can see that our standard infantry divisions, this is unaffected by general skill, have a 27.4 piercing attack. And that's the same right now because of our technology level, regardless of whether they're motorized or not. Because if we look at our standard anti-tank weapon, it's a 4.7 centimeter pack. This is a Czech design. If we go to tank destroyer, this is the same gun, just on a Panzer I chassis. So I'm not surprised the piercing attack is the same. But if we go back to this battle again, we'll see that 1st Infantry has armor of 0, but Panzer Grenadiers have armor of 13. So the French have to have a piercing attack higher than 13 to defeat the armor of this division, and we can see that they do, or at least their motorized division does, and their tank division does. So these 2 divisions are having more of an impact on the battle than these are, because these have no piercing attack. Easy way to think about it. Okay, we finished our upgrading to E4s. Okay, 1st Mountain Corps is on the border. They're reorganizing right now. Okay, 1st divisions of our next corps are coming out, which will be 15th. Okay, railway, that's always really important. Let's also see if we can buy some rubber. Railway and roads. Okay, that's it. I have to let a day go by before we're going to be able to see that. Okay, is 5th Panzer Grenadier getting some experience? Yeah, they are. Great. So is Hoth. You can see how fast these event bubbles pop up if the game is speed is too high. There's just so much going on. We're gonna actually max out Wilhelmshaven. It becomes crucial later in the game, especially for air forces, to bomb England. So we'll just let that keep building. Okay, there's our infantry divisions coming out, and along with close air support, which is a Stuka upgrade. So that now gives us JU-87B2s. You can see this is like the Africa campaign coloration. Whereas right now we're using B1s. Okay, let's get started on these divisions. They'll just go right into Lek, and then let's just make sure they're numbered right. 71. Assign some generals. These infantry will be used up in Scandinavia, so we'll see if we can give them a couple nicer generals. Let's see. Fortress Buster will come in handy for attacking Stockholm and Oslo. We'll give them one of those. Krakow. And then this is 15th Corps. Assigned to 1st Mountain Army, and then commander, we're going to give a logistical general to this corps because up north it's going to be difficult to get supplies up that far. Let's go with, I don't want a Luftwaffe general. Felgibel, can't pronounce that. So 1st Mountain Army has 56,000 men. That'll about double before too long. So I'm just ignoring down here because I'm not worried about this changing. Tank radio communication. They're still attacking us in the SAR for no gain. Yeah. Okay, another infantry division. Okay, we got our first level of first aid. This is reduces attrition by 10%. That's gigantic. And then casualty trickle back. Armaments. Okay, let's get these turned off. National Electronics. Yeah, okay, we're good, doing good, doing good. Politics, okay, we're doing better on party popularity. I don't need to change anything here. I wonder if we can invite anybody yet. Spain. No, yeah, there's a neutrality barrier there. We'll do airport level 3. Puppets industrial focus is still going to be rare materials. And that's still it for now on decisions. Cool. Okay, there's some Soviet submarines, I think that's what this is, moving up on the coast. Can't really tell much more than that. Doesn't really matter to us. We're still kind of maxed out on our IC here. I'm really hoping to unlock some of this so we can produce more units. Okay, Air Force headquarters, we will be using that shortly. We're doing a lot of upgrades and reinforcement right now too, so that's having a drag on our IC. I'm going to pull 1st Infantry out of the line temporarily. 5th Panzer Grenadier can hold that, no problem. Okay, we have an option to build another 38 centimeter gun. I'm going to say yes to that. Medium bomber prototype advanced. So now what are we at? HE-111 4s. Okay. Let's put JG2 back on air intercept. That should be good. Light bomber prototype. What are we at now? Ju-88s. Great. This is a really cool plane. Okay, what else? We've lost a little bit of IC. I think that's partly from decisions. I don't think we're taking any significant infrastructure damage anymore. Spring mud clears. So again, that's not just a global effect. It depends on the weather. So if we go back to weather, you can see it's raining in Denmark. If I click on Flensburg, no problem. Where's an example of this? Hold on. It's already freezing up there. Mud. I'm looking for mud. Where's the mud? It's too cold around here. There's mud. So like this part of the steppe near Rostov is muddy, so that would have a big impact on combat. It looks like the Japanese have restored their connection to Manchuria barely. And they've recaptured Tianjin. It's slow going down south though. They still haven't captured Chongqing or Chengdu, or really made any impact on the Shanxi clique. Although they have created the Chinese puppet state, the Nanjing government. Radios, 8 hours, that's huge. Let's see where we are. Infantry, okay, where is infantry in here? Oh, yeah, they're coming along, that's fine. Okay, it's almost April, which means we got about a month to go before we attack the French. Okay, so we'll be able to do this after welded plate is done, and then once advanced armor designs is done, then we can unlock self-propelled artillery rank 2. So this needs to finish. ASAP, but it's doesn't look like it will. So, oh well. Okay, first infantry's recovered enough. Let's move them back into Lorach. Okay, another infantry division's coming out for our northern group. Oh yeah, we got some 1940 air techs we can put in here. Let's get those going. Okay, last division for 15th Corps. We could probably conquer Denmark now with just these 2 corps, or then we'll really just 1 and 1 partial, but I don't want to push my luck. So we'll wait for this corps to come out. Yeah, they're still attacking everywhere along the line of contact here. Okay, we just finished atom bomb proposal. Let's go check. Okay, so that just unlocks further technologies along with plutonium discovery. Where are we at with that? Plutonium discovery. Okay, that's about to finish. It gives us research practical, so that's still helpful. Okay, Deutsche Physik. Because of the Nuremberg laws, which are basically anti-Semitic laws across Germany, we've lost our best physicists. This will be a gigantic problem to any attempts. And you can see that we don't have a choice in this, so we're going to gain a nuclear research debuff of 75% for the rest of the game. So we're gonna try to get nukes, but it's gonna take a lot longer than we hope. Okay, there's plutonium discovery. Okay, more useless SS garrison divisions that we can just delete. They really just suck up supplies and do nothing. They're not even really that good for suppression. Okay, I am going to pull 5th Panzer Grenadier back up to the starting area soon. They're doing some good work down here, though. Infantry radio advance. Any kind of radio technology is really great. Let's go to electronics and turn that off. Airbase blueprints, I missed that. Let's get that going. Industrial zone organization. Is that worth it? Lose 1.5 manpower, gain 1 IC. The IC efficiency is really good. We lose materials. We're good on energy. We're mostly good on metal. We're not good on air materials. I'm going to hold off on that. Okay. Aero engine advance. That should unlock some things. 1941 now. We'll hold off. Alright, let's pull 5th Motorized Panzer Grenadier out. Curious how well 1st Infantry does on its own. Seems to be doing okay. Yeah, we need to get this guy back north, so... Hungary wants BF-109s. I don't need them right now. Okay, our next 3 mountain divisions are coming out soon. Yeah, so it's 1940. I think I misspoke earlier. It looks like Finland joined the Allies after the Winter War, because this is the Winter War, post-Winter War boundary. And the Soviets have Hanko. So the Soviets aren't going to help us conquer Finland. I think we need to do it ourselves. So we will do that. This corps is going to have the very, very tail end of the French campaign. This corps will come in handy. These guys will be reinforcements for Scandinavia. Bain wants to buy subs. Nope. You cannot. What are our submarine technologies are at like? I mean, they're going real slow. Why is that? And they might have been inactive for a bit there. Yeah, I bet that's what happened. Artillery command and control advance. Okay, we can clean this up a bit. Let's turn all the 41 techs off. Military police probably should get added. Partisan suppression should get added. Okay, we're good on the rest. I don't want to do home front coordination ever because the supply throughput detractor is terrible. Okay, destroyers are good. Alright, we're going to reorganize the Navy prior to this campaign here. So these guys need to be available by Copenhagen for the start of that campaign. Our pocket battleships are going to stay in the Atlantic. We're not going to deploy them until the French ports are ready anyway. So we have 2 incomplete cruiser groups, basically, and our World War I era battleship group. with modern torpedo boats attached. So it's going to have to do for this campaign. These might be available by the time we get closer to Stockholm. We'll see. The shore bombardment's going to be done by our coastal battleships. Okay, there's our mountain divisions. Along with another regular infantry division. This will be 76. And this will be, doesn't really matter, Bronstedt. Let's try to get another logistics general attached here. Even if he's a level 2, that's okay. A lot of generals to choose from. It's another thing I like about Black Ice. The base game has a criminally low amount of available generals, to the point that if your army is big enough, you literally cannot assign any more generals, and that makes no sense. We'll do Kirchheim. These divisions that we're putting into the line now need some time to build organization, so we can't attack quite yet. Okay, there's 4th. And 5th should be done. We'll do Eglisser since he has Mountaineer. Okay, we have freed up industrial capacity, so we're going to get started on some more fighter bombers, which look like they're now Focke-Wulf 190 A1s. That's actually kind of cool. And we're going to also do some security divisions, since we're going to need them for Poland and France. Once we conquer France, it kind of triggers this hidden partisan uprising thing in Poland and France and eventually the Soviet Union, so we need to have divisions that are behind the line to take care of that. So let's build some from scratch. So there's this Sonderkommando thing, which is a combination of fascist militia and German security police, the SD. So we'll use a SS headquarters along with German light vehicles. And fascist militia and SD. Actually, I'm just going to leave the militia out. We'll add some stuff to these later. Let's do 5 of these. They're really cheap. And it gives them a historical name. Pretty sad connotation there in terms of the Holocaust. Okay. We're also going to have to build divisions to garrison the French ports. We'll do that probably the next episode. Okay, it's April 21st. We're getting awfully close to our attack on France and the Low Countries. Construction. Let's actually turn these 41 techs off too. First Infantry is doing fine. I mean, the British 1st Armored Division broke in. Let's put 2nd Infantry down there and see if that makes a difference. Installation security guard towers. Freiburg's being attacked too. Yeah, we'll get this guy down to Lorach. So all these divisions will pull away from the Rhine border as soon as we attack Belgium. That's how it always goes. Okay, things are getting pretty hectic here on the Rhine. Ooh, Offenburg's getting attacked by a lot of divisions. Okay, we'll put 10th Infantry into the line here so we can spread things out a little bit better. Actually, we'll put them up here and we'll send 8th down south. Tenth needs some combat experience anyway. Okay, our second mountain corps is under full construction now, so that's good. Let's get 8th down south, and then we'll send 6th Infantry to Offenburg, and then we can spread the first corps out a little bit more. Okay, our officer ratio is not great. Let me bump this up to 10. Actually, we're going to take some losses in combat. Let's bump it up to 12. How about? Doing good. Okay, 1st Infantry is taking some pretty serious losses. I think this 1st Armored Division is making an impact. Let's get 4th Infantry down to Freiburg. Okay, it's May 1st. Let's just check on this corps. Okay, close enough. Let's attack Denmark. So World War II is really starting now. Declare war. We're going to set conquer. And let's attack across the border. So 15th Corps is going to attack Tonder. And 1st Mountain is going to attack Sonderborg. 15th Corps is going to conquer the peninsula, while 1st Mountain's going to head straight for Copenhagen. And let's get the coastal battleships into the Pomeranian coast, which should cover the port of Copenhagen, so the Danish can't mess with this. They do have a small navy, but it's not going to be dangerous for what we have. We'll also move our coastal subs into Oresund. See if we can intercept anything over there. Okay, you can see the Danish army is already broken in Sonderborg. Let's get some air attacks going on Tonder. Let's go ground attack. They're fighter bombers after all. Greifswald's going to do air superiority over Copenhagen. And we've won the Battle of Tonder. We'll send SG-1 over. They'll just do air attacks on the retreating Danish units. On May 10th, we'll attack France. Just gives us a little bit of a head start here. Okay. Yeah, 1st Infantry needs to come out of the line. Okay, SG1 is bombing Sonderborg. Let's get 15th Corps spread out here. 71st can head up this way. That'll do that. Okay, first mountain has made it. Okay, SG2 did get in a small battle here. Let's see if we can do, let's do runway cratering. Continuous. SG1 will do the same, runway cratering. That's doing something. Changing Enigma codes. Okay, 15th Corps is attacking all along this front, and then 1st Mountain Corps needs to get across this channel. We'll send 3rd Infantry down, and then 1st Infantry can head over to Freiburg. Should be a little bit less intense on that side. Cool. Yeah, 15th Corps is in full advance now. We do got some Danish units blocking our advance here. Let's get SG1 to ground attack. And SG2 is not able to reach that far. So they'll stay on runway cratering. You can see we're getting amphibious penalty here, minus 83%. So our air units have to do the majority of the pushing. We have air superiority over Copenhagen though. Okay, that's going really well. Our infantry divisions I think they're too slow to get overruns, but it depends on how badly organized these Danish divisions are. It's possible to get an overrun. Okay, I don't think they're going to leave. Let's get some naval gunfire support on this crossing. And then we'll move our subs down here. Maybe if they try to sneak out of port, we can get some kills that way. Okay, it's May 7th, 3 days to go on the French campaign. Yeah, we are damaging him slowly here. This amphibious penalty sucks, but we're getting shore bombardment bonus now. Okay, we can see better what they have in there. It's a bunch of coastal subs and torpedo boats. Okay, we're getting counterattacked in the Battle of Kolding. Probably a stalemate, but we're outflanking them up north, so it's not going to matter. Let's see, let's get KG 1 and 2 to do some ground attack to help this out. Okay, that's helping a lot. These are all headquarters units, so Copenhagen's mostly undefended. If I had Marines right now, I would use them, but I don't. So, okay, these divisions aren't in the order of battle. We need to fix that. They get combat bonuses for being in the order of battle. 1, 2, 3, 4. Why is 4th not in? Oh, it's in the wrong corps. Okay. Good enough. Yeah, we're breaking down both those divisions just with air power. That's great. Okay. You guys can go back. I need you to recover your organization. Great. We'll use LG 1 and 2 to continue this. Major victory, Lorach. Okay. Yeah, first Army Corps is really putting in the work down there. Okay, we've conquered Holstebro, and we're about to get Silkeborg as well. Once we break across the channel here, I'll use our air power up north to help that. Actually, SG-1, I'm going to give them a chance to recuperate. Okay, it's May 10th. Let's get started on the French campaign. So if we open up our battle plan real quick here, we can see we're planning to advance to the coast from basically Dieppe all the way to Sedan, and then when that's finished, we'll reach south for the victory points and conquer France that way. So let's check our decisions here. I think we might have... Yeah, Operation Fall Gelb, Low Countries Benelux. And then... I guess that's it. Okay. So that declares war on all these countries. So let's get the initial orders issued. Okay, attacking Luxembourg. Luxembourg is really important to capture early, so let's get our tanks over there as well. It's important to make sure you attack it from two sides. That way you get an envelopment bonus, and then these corps will stay static until we recognize where the breakthrough point is, along with our motorized divisions. So let's go down to 2-speed. I think we're going to need to make a lot of decisions here. So the Belgian border is heavily fortified. We have 10 infantry divisions attacking 21 Belgian divisions. Luxembourg is where we're going to make our breakthrough. They only have 1 division. Holland is a lot of very weak Dutch divisions. We'll be able to cross all along the border, no problem. We're going to go 1-speed, actually. There's just so much going on here. We got a naval battle going here. It's the Battle of the Balts. So it's a British and Danish task force. Let's get air assets on naval strike. And let's move our coastal subs over there. We're going to probably lose some of these coastal battleships. Yeah, we just did. We lost Hanover. Okay, the Danish are gone, but the British are still here. Okay. I don't know how much damage we're going to do with light and medium bombers. I mean, that's actually not insignificant. Okay. But we're losing this battle pretty bad. Okay, we won the Battle of Maastricht, so we're across the Dutch border already. You can see how fast these panzer divisions move. You can see them spreading out east already. Look at all that. So, diplomacy. There's no more decisions we can make, right? I do want this commando unit for later. Won the Battle of Verviers, which is the Belgian border. It's pretty great to have won that battle so early. Didn't even need any tanks to accomplish that. Supply transportation, that's great. Logistical warfare bonus. Where is that? That's a national. Yeah, that's pretty huge. Supplies throughput 5% just by that one technology. That's huge. Let's move that to the top. So we were interrupted in our crossing because of this naval battle. Yeah, we're really getting hammered. So there goes that World War I fleet. Can our coastal subs get there in time? I don't think so. Oh, actually, they are there. Are they engaging it though? I'm not so sure. We've half destroyed Royal Sovereign. Our bombers are making a difference. Major victory in Offenburg again. Hopefully that stops once they figure out what's going on. Okay, Luxembourg. French haven't moved any divisions into Luxembourg yet, thankfully. Okay, you can see the frontiers thinning out a lot. They're moving divisions north following their, I think it was called the Deal plan. The Deal River is roughly right here. They considered it a more defensible line. That plan ended up getting basically irrelevant as soon as the Germans captured Sedan and then advanced that direction. Battle of the Balts. You know, we might actually get Royal Sovereign. Schlesien and Hessen are hanging on somehow. Okay, there's that battle. So we destroyed a destroyer and 2 torpedo boats for the loss of 2 World War I battleships and 3 torpedo boats. So, not great. Okay, won the Battle of Maastricht again. They might have moved some more divisions in there. Panzers have yet to get into the battle here. Okay, we're slowing down a little bit up here. Let's pull these It looks like Schlesien and Hessen survived, so let's pull them into Kiel. And then we'll put these guys on Orison patrol. We still can't cross because there's the British fleet is somewhere nearby. Actually, it's still here. We can see it. That bought Copenhagen a few days. Okay, we still are actually bombing them. Royal Sovereign's pretty badly damaged, along with Ramillies. Okay, we actually should move these combat attacks to the Kattegat, because that's where the those British units will be next. It's important to follow them as you go, otherwise they're going to be attacking the Balts, which will no longer have enemy units in it shortly. Okay, you can see LG1 is there ahead of time. Oh, the Dutch actually managed to capture Emden. That was our bad. Looks like we'll probably capture it back any moment here. All right, 8th Corps has pushed into Verviers and is now available to attack Liege, but I'm not going to get started on the Liege. This is a heavily fortified region again, along with Namur, until we can get some envelopment bonuses from controlling Maastricht and Hasselt. So these guys will just defend against this Belgian counterattack from Bastogne. Our whole tank force is now attacking Luxembourg. The Belgians were able to get, and the French were able to get some units in there. We need to get KG1 and KG2 to attack over here, along with STG1 and STG2. This is some of the more important air attacks in the game in terms of like impact on the overall outcome. Okay, we should start to see these divisions really start to melt. Okay, JG1 is helping with the air battle. These guys are taking losses, expected that. Okay, there's Maastricht. Now we need to get into northern Belgium from the Dutch side of things. Conquering Bastogne would help too. Let's get first motorized a little bit closer to the front line now. And with that, you can see we've started our western campaign. We've broken across the Dutch border. We've captured the frontier of Belgium, and we're pushing into Luxembourg. We've started the Danish campaign. We had an interesting naval battle occur right here. Looks like it's actually continuing. We'll continue with that in the next episode, which delayed our advance to Copenhagen. But that will continue in the next video. Shouldn't be too delayed. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, hit the like button, and I'll see you next time.